welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing really well. If this is your first time stopping by and hanging out with me for today's video, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoy this video. And if this is not your first time, thank you so much for coming back. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial, and I'm going to be using my Morphe 35O eyeshadow palette. Today's video is also going to be a collaboration with one of my really good friends here on YouTube. Her name is Stephanie. I will leave a link to her channel and her video down below. And the idea for this collaboration actually came when I was watching one of her previous videos using the Morphe 35O palette, and she mentioned in her tutorial that she wanted to do more looks using the palette because her viewers were requesting more looks using the Morphe 35O. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey girl, would you like to collaborate both using the palette? And she was totally down for it. So I just want to send a huge thank you to her for collaborating with me on today's video. I am going to be doing more of a daytime wearable look, and she is going to be doing more of a dramatic look. So definitely make sure that you guys check her out, subscribe to her channel, and let her know that I sent you. So if you would like to see how to recreate this daytime wearable smoky eye look using the Morphe 35O eyeshadow palette, then please keep watching. So today I'm going to start off with a little bit of prep. The first thing that I'm going to do is apply my Milani lip oil. I mentioned this in my February favorites. I have been absolutely loving this. And then after that, I'm going to apply a little bit of the Benefit, the Porefessional Matte Rescue. This is basically a mattifying gel that I've been trying out. This is the second time that I've used it, and so far so good. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I'm using my MAC Paint Pot in Layin Low, nothing new there. Just applying that with my finger and blending it out all over my entire lid. And then I'm going to jump straight into the Morphe 35O. The first shade that I'm picking up is a matte beige shade. This is just going to go all over the lid to set that eyeshadow base to make sure that all of our shadows blend nicely on top of it. And then after that, I'm going in with a neutral matte brown and a big fluffy blending brush. And this is just going to go back and forth all throughout our crease. After that, our Fashion Fly is on another neutral matte brown shade. This one is a little bit deeper than the first one. I'm picking this up on the same blending brush that I used previously, and this shade is just going to go a little bit lower than the first shade, but still in the crease. Following that, I'm going to be taking a burnt reddish brown shade, and I'm going to be picking this up on a Precision Crease Brush by SL Miss Glam Beauty, and this is going to go more precisely in the crease. And what this is going to do is start to really deepen up that crease and create a little bit of dimension in that area. And then I am going to go back with my original blending brush and just make sure that there are not any harsh lines and everything transitions nicely. So next up, I'm going in with this shimmery brown shade in the palette. It is a really gorgeous shade, but you'll see here shortly I am going to switch to a different shade because this one just was not giving me the deep dark pigmentation that I was looking for. So I ended up going in with a matte cool tone dark brown, and I'm using this on a Morphe brush, and I'm just packing this on the outer V area of my eye and blending it onto the lid and also into the crease. And then what you'll see me doing here is going back in with that blending brush and just blending that shadow out onto the lid. The shade that we'll be placing on our eyelid later will end up covering up this shade a little bit, but I just want to make sure that it's very nicely blended out. And then I'm going back in with that reddish brown shade and blending in the crease. So following that, I'm taking this gorgeous shimmery shade from the palette, and you'll see here my reaction. This shade is really pigmented, but it does have a lot of fallout if you try to pat it on your lid. So you see here, I started to hold my eye taut and really kind of glide or swipe the shadow across my lid. It worked a lot better that way and showed up beautifully. So I just applied that all over my entire lid, blended in the crease a little bit to make sure that there weren't any harsh lines. And then here I'm just adding a little bit more of the colors and blending them out to make sure that everything looks really nice and seamless. So next up, I'm taking this eyeliner by Gerard Cosmetics. This is another product that I mentioned in my February favorites that I have been obsessed with. But I'm going to apply my wing, and then as you can see, I've already applied my lashes, and I'm moving right onto the face. So first things first, you guys know I'm going to prep. So I use my Smashbox primer water, a couple of primers, which will be listed below. And then here I'm using my NYX Dark Circle Corrector to correct the darkness underneath my eyes. And then following that, I'm going to be using my Milani foundation. So I just applied it all over my entire face, and then I'm blending it out with my NYX foundation brush, which I absolutely love. And then for concealer, I'm using a favorite of mine, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm just going to apply that under my eyes and down the center of my face, and then blend it out with this damp beauty sponge. And then once I've got that blended out, you guys know that I have to set it all in place to keep it from creasing. And today I'm using my Mercier translucent setting powder, and this brush from Sigma is a tapered kabuki brush. So I'm just going to pat that in all of the areas where I apply concealer and just kind of let that extra powder hang out on my face. Following that, I went ahead and applied my brows off camera. I will link my brow tutorial if you're interested in checking that out. And here I'm just setting my brows using my Loreal Brow Stylist Plumper. So moving on to the rest of my face, I'm going to set the rest of my foundation using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark, and I'm just patting that on all of the areas where I did not apply concealer. And then following that, I'm going to jump back up to the eyes and finish off that lower lash line. So I'm taking that dark brown that we used in the outer V and applying that on the outer portion of the lower lash line, and then taking that reddish brown shade that we used in the crease and using that to blend out that brown shade. And then I'm taking a nude eyeliner and applying that in the waterline to make the eyes look really nice and bright and awake. And then of course just finish off the eyes with your favorite mascara, and then we can move back to the face and start our contour. So today I'm using my Anastasia contour kit in this brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to apply the contour shades in the hollows of my cheeks as well as around my hairline, on my temples, and down the sides of my nose. And then following that, I'm going to be using this blush from my Too Faced blush wardrobe. It's in the shade Baby Love, and I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks and blend it back into my contour. So moving on to my highlighter, today I decided to apply a liquid highlighter and then apply my powder highlighter on top. I really wanted it to show up really nice and pigmented, so that is why I did that. And then moving on to the lips, the very first thing that I'm going to do is line them. I'm using my MAC lip liner in the shade Hover, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lips, and then right on top of it, I'm going to apply a MAC lipstick in the shade Velvet Teddy, and this is just going to give me a really nice, beautiful nude lip, which was exactly what I was going for a wearable daytime look. So after that, just set everything in place with your favorite makeup setting spray, and then you are good to go on this makeup tutorial. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching me recreate this look using my Morphe 35O eyeshadow palette. I personally really love the way that it came out. I think that it's super easy to recreate and is great for a daytime wearable smoky eye kind of look. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to head over to Stephanie's channel. I will have all of her links down below. Head over there and show her some love. If you're visiting for her channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.